American Deathcamp, hosted by Stone Fox Detroit, is made possible by the Kill Podcasters Network, this station and other public television stations, and Sam Bankman-Fried. Funding for this special presentation in the humanities was provided by Nexium and the Ted Kaczynski Memorial Trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, babes and brutes, welcome to a new entry of American Deathcamp. I'm your host, Stone Fox Detroit, and as always, with me, the golden boy, the people's choice, King Tanner, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, Tanner?
I'm doing very well today.
Figured I'd cut to the chase and just see how you're doing today.
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. It's been it's been an exciting week. I mean, I don't know if I should say exciting, but it's been an eventful week since our last episode. So. Oh
my God! The world literally did not stop when we needed it to.
You know what? It doesn't quit turning.
No, it doesn't.
That's the thing. The first message of the day today. The world does not stop turning. Okay, these are the days of our lives, right? Dude, last week's episode was great. We got to do the little rigmarole first before I get to that. If you're not familiar with the show, we've got some new subscribers. So hello, thank you to all the subscribers and everybody that's been watching. With this show, we're gonna go hand in hand and dive headfirst into the internet's wastelands, okay, of digital content. All right, we're gonna surf the Kali Yuga, if you will, a little bit. I've found the most chaotic and extremely exciting videos for us to go over, curated by yours truly, of course. So we're gonna get to that in just a minute, and then of course we've got at the end of the show we like to do the voicemails, a little audience participation. Thank you again to everybody that's participated in that, left us some good messages.
We had some great participation on the voicemails this week. The number is flashing.
I know, dude. That's what. Yes, at the bottom of your screen, 773-492-2440. We're already plugging the voicemail. Hey, it's been one of the best parts of the show. Honestly, that's why we do it last.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It keeps everything moving. It's something to look forward to. Something for you guys to be patient for. Okay, don't just skip ahead and go right to the best part of the show. I mean, that's why we build up. We get to that. Little bit of feedback in there.
This show helps you build discipline by delaying gratification.
Building discipline. This is we didn't just have an educational last episode. Okay, this whole series is going to be educational. All right, in its own goddamn way. That's for fucking damn sure. You see, I'm already excited, dude. I can't wait to get to that. So we'll have to be patient, of course. You know what I mean? Oh, I do got to say, dude, there's been a lot of feedback about you.
Oh, yeah? Really?
People love you.
Old producer Tanner?
Yeah, that's why I called you the people's choice, dude. The
no
golden
shit.
boy. People love you.
I thought you were blowing smoke.
No, dude. America's favorite new producer was not just a little compliment, dude. That's I meant that. I meant that wholeheartedly. You know what I mean?
Makes me happy.
Speaking of all the wonderful feedback we've gotten from everybody, once again, we got some backlash.
There's always going to be backlash, especially with what you deal in.
I know, and I'm learning. See, I'm learning again.
You attention merchant.
Yeah, I know. I'm a sociopathic attention seeker, apparently, with this little gimmick.
With a gimmicky show.
I'm a gimmicky show. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, you guys, calm down a little bit. Since the show's been taking off extraordinarily well, honestly, dude, we've had literally, I kid you not, most people lie about their numbers a little bit. We've had thousands of viewers.
Yeah, it's nice.
The first couple weeks of the show. So, I mean, thank you so much. I mean, what we do is, I don't know. Do we deserve it?
I think, definitely, man.
Like, I'm just kidding a little bit.
I hope
we've worked very hard. So
I hope that people's days are brightened by this stuff. I mean, honestly, like if you're a long haul trucker or you're just bored in your bedroom and you're 16, I hope the show is fun for you.
That's why it's a Friday show too.
Oh yeah.
End of the work week. I mean, I'm a regular. You guys forget this. I'm a regular schmo too. Okay, I'm an everyday layman. All right. Friday is my real Friday now. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I gotta have something good to put on. Something fun to melt your brain to. This is definitely melt your brain content. You like to melt your brain a little bit, Tanner?
I mean, just a tad. Not so much since college ended, but
yeah, no, for sure. Content-wise, with all the stirrings and happenings in the world, it's nice to get away visually and mentally a little bit. You know what I mean? A little stimulation that you don't have to think too much. So yeah, the subscribers. The shorts, everybody. I'm sure you've been to the shorts page. If not, you're here because of the shorts page. Yeah. Have you been looking at the shorts?
No, they've been doing very well.
They've been blowing up, and I think people are a little upset about that, about some of the subjects. When I do the shorts, okay, everybody, I'm gonna let you in a little bit behind the scenes here.
Well, production secret.
Yeah, layers. Remember, we're being transparent. Okay, we don't hide anything and everything. These are just some of the highlights. some of the better highlights of the show, some of the better topics of the show, just to go over a little bit, give people a little preview of everything that we talk about. People are taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting older, I'm a boomer, I guess, but like I didn't think that, people scrolling through the YouTube shorts would react like Ben Shapiro does to WAP.
It's well, I think it's so much easier to have a pithy sort of reaction when it seems like your whole point is boiled down to one sentence.
Oh yeah. And you guys, you might not know this too. It gets taken a little out of context. Okay, I'm not in complete control of some of the editing. All right, I'm not gonna reveal too much, but
no, that would be too transparent.
Yeah, too transparent.
No, you just say we just say it, right? We use AI.
Yeah, we use an AI program that does some of this stuff. Okay, I edit a little.
I can't work 80 hours a week here.
Yeah, I can't spend all day. The most I can do is when I get off from my real job. Everybody, I have a real job. Okay, and then I upload them to YouTube. That's about as far as I can go. Yeah, with the work wise with some of this stuff, and and with that, people have been getting upset a little bit with some of the out of context stuff. Okay, if you're going through the shorts feed and you stumble across this satirical opinion show, some of the things I say are going to be a little satirical, a little obviously obnoxious. Okay, I mean, am I right about that?
I mean, yeah. You're selling a feeling.
Yeah, I'm selling a feeling. We're just we're asking some questions. Okay, I'm allowed to question credibility as well too. They do the Sean Ryan thing. Oh my God, that.
Did people really go after you for that?
Oh yeah, it goes back to the Ben Shapiro. I went back and forth with a guy a teeny little bit. And that's another thing. When I do go back and forth with some of these guys, I'm not like the couch philosopher. Yeah. I'm not gonna like completely rip your head off or call you a little boy.
Yeah, one of our network cohorts.
Which I got to give it up to him that he stands his ground and everything. I try to give you some leeway and just banter a little bit with you. I'm not going to tear you apart as a human being because we're on the internet. But to take this so seriously, to where, oh my God, I can't. It's completely ridiculous that you would even question an MK Ultra victim. You do not know history. Ben Shapiro yelling at me. And that's exactly how I read it.
About dumb shit.
Yeah, about things that we're just generalizing. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. You know what I mean? So. That's a cautionary tale. So be careful when you're going through the shorts feed, not to completely overreact. Research a little. Yeah, they're yelling at us about not researching, and then they don't look into the fact that this is a comedy show. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah, man. No, it's like, seriously, run it through the lens of entertainment before you get too up in arms.
Definitely. So let's all right. Enough with the rigmarole of everything. All right. Check out the Kill Podcasters Network that this is a product of. If you look below, you see the description box. There's all the links to everything. We can go ahead and get started with the show. See, this little banter is a little bit better than me doing a long-winded monologue that I've written out.
I mean, yeah. I think people. Our testing shows people love friendship simulators.
Yeah, they do.
So bouncing off somebody, it works.
The Puerto Rican girlfriend simulator, the friendship simulator.
Puerto Rican girlfriend.
This is talk show simulator for us, everybody. Okay, let's start off with some fun stuff before we dive into anything too heavy. How does that sound, Tanner?
Sounds great, man.
You ready for this, audience? All right, let's do this. We're gonna dive into some celebrity content, everybody. People seem to like the celebrity stuff. People don't give me too much grief about this. All right, let's type in Britney Spears. Everybody check in with Britney Spears.
More Britney Spears stuff?
Yes. This has been covered a little bit, but I thought we'd...
the Knives stuff?
I thought, yeah.
We watched Knives.
No, we're not on this program.
Okay, yeah.
If you haven't seen if you haven't been following Britney Spears' Instagram, everybody, here we go. She's fresh out of the conservatorship. She's free to be her. That's what I enjoy most about this.
I know, but just like, why not do like knitting or something?
I get that. Oh, see, that's she's ready for the her hibachi shift.
She's ready to go to Benihana.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, she's left entertainment. She's become a Japanese chef. She's become a hibachi guy. So,
is there any explanation for this behavior? Is she doing okay, like mentally?
Well, I do know that in a little follow-up there, she definitely injured herself here. If you guys haven't seen that, she was covered in bandages. She might have got rid of this post, so I'm glad that thank you to YouTube for re-uploading this. That's what I love about some of these things is that you put it on the internet and somebody's going to save it and re-upload it and probably capitalize off of it a little bit, but keeps us up to date on our celebrities, so... I love her. I'm glad she's doing okay, and she's gonna join Barnum and Bailey's. She'll be breathing fire soon.
I have to wonder, like, what led up to this?
Yeah,
like did she
where
just
she got
watch
the idea?
Yeah, like did she watch Cocktail? Because like honestly,
Cocktail.
It's like
instead of mixing drinks, she's mixing knives, mixing her Cutco knives.
It seems like mentally unhinged behavior, but it's probably just she's bored.
Yeah, maybe people are getting the conservative shit mixed up a little bit when they're like, look, she's crying for help. It's like, no, she's just bored.
Yeah, seriously, she's just doing wacky stuff. Like, you know what I used to do? Post little videos of me flipping a switchblade on my Snapchat.
Yes, it's very similar. It's in the same kind of vein. That's it. Why do you think I have a knife on the show?
They're fun. They're fun to play with.
Because we get bored. I mean, I don't get bored here on Deathcamp, but if it's there, it's like a safety blanket. Maybe that's her safety blanket.
It could be giant butcher's knives.
Yeah. Yeah, she needs to. I bet she's an investor in knives. I bet she's got some flame burned knives that change color. And
she has a great Damascus collection. You wouldn't believe.
I believe that she does. So we love Britney Spears, everybody. I hope you guys do too. I think I need a little motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we got a video for this. I want you to type in Beetlejuice. Okay. No, I'm not talking about Michael Keaton. Everybody, I need a pep talk. Okay. I don't have Izzy here to give me my pep talk.
Oh, you mean the Stern Beetlejuice?
I'm talking about, yes, Howard Stern's little friend. I actually love this guy.
This guy is so hard to...
He's going to give us a pep talk here.
Don't worry about what I'm saying. Just do what I tell you. Okay. When you do that uppercut, just do that. When I get in the ring, when I tell you something, you do it.
Always.
You gotta do what I tell you. I don't care what nobody else says. Just do what I tell you. Focus on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it.
Keep your mind on it.
I always wondered where these pictures of him in the fucking boxing attire come from.
Yeah. It wasn't just some bits on the show. You know what I mean? Right? This comes from his real life. He's always been into fighting too. You know that?
That's the main thing. In your head.
Yes.
Do what I tell you.
All right, you heard it there first. Do what he tells you. Give the uppercuts. Always listen. Yeah, dude, they recorded basically all of his life 24/7. And if you haven't seen that on YouTube, go look it up. You've just got him doing everything, cooking at home, going out. I mean, yeah, it's just him. You can just chill with Beetlejuice at all hours if you want to.
What was the fascination? It's just that
besides the spectacle that Stern was making of him, I just think they wanted to document his life too a little home journal. It's not like he was like actively doing it. And he's definitely an interesting guy.
I've always wondered like what he's like internally and emotionally, because like
he's a spiritual guy. I do know that.
Really?
He isn't. Yes, he's a very feeling guy. That's for damn sure. I respect Beetlejuice. Lester Green, everybody. We gotta give him his real name. Not just his little whack pack name.
Well, it's just like I think he suffers from microcephaly, right?
Is that what it is?
I think that's where your head is smaller than it typically would be. But
okay.
He it's got to affect your relationships with people, and I just wonder sort of like how he crossed paths with Stern, because sometimes when they make a spectacle out of these disabled people, like David Liebehart, he would go on David Letterman a lot.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel I have mixed feelings about it, because it's like I don't want people laughing at someone because they're handicapped.
You would have mixed feelings about his origins of becoming the number one whack packer too, because not a lot of people know this. So his manager, before just being a celebrity managing him, short people tossing.
He was a dwarf tossing guy?
He was a dwarf tossing guy. And so Howard had him bring on, it was another guy that they were spotlighting who was one of his clients. But then he obviously noticed the great Lester Green, and, history goes from there. So
wow. So he was like, I'm a freak. I'm going to go get freak show management.
Basically.
And I mean freak in like the proper carny term.
He probably, whatever his scouting routines were or something, he just found him probably through one of those things. Probably word of mouth, maybe.
Probably hung around a fucking food bank. I mean,
he probably went around asking for characters like that in the neighborhoods and stuff, and finally got a legit source.
Isn't it weird how on the ground talent scouting is?
Yeah, a little bit, dude. I almost got I got recruited for a reality show one time. A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah, you never told me that.
No, for sure. Maybe I was saving it for the show. We reveal all kinds of secrets here on American Death Camp. No, I was at the mall once, dude. I got scouted to be on the world's strictest parents.
No shit.
Yes.
The CMT original.
Yes, CMT. I believe it was on a different station before then. This was like the first season of that, and it almost happened. A producer came to my house, interviewed me and everything. It didn't happen because my parentals at the time didn't think the stipend was enough. So their greed got the best of them.
Oh,
you
man.
know? So, but
you could have had like a Tate backstory where you started in reality TV and evolved into a podcast.
That's what I was thinking. You know, I try not to dwell on it too much. It angers me.
Well,
But here I am now. So I think this is a better. This has been more organic.
Yeah.
So I kind of appreciate this a little bit more. I've honed in some of my skills and talents. So.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It only took 16 years to to get my skills in order. You know what I'm saying? So. How about you? You ever been scouted for any entertainment like that before?
I auditioned to be on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Then I forgot the name of the Gettysburg Address. Fucked myself on that.
Oh, one little flub, dude. That's like the spelling bee thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally just got the yips.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking a little bit. Even though the producer came to my house, got a big camera in my face. You know, it's just like, oh, I forgot that I'm actually doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? So, but I'm glad that we didn't take the Tate route with going to entertainment.
Well, you know do you know that like Kristen Wiig, Christina Petitsky, Tom Segura's wife, I hate calling her that.
Christina P.
Christina P. Yeah, Christina P. Let's give her some respect. And
shout out YMH.
Theo Vaughn, you know, they all have reality show roots.
Oh yeah. Especially Theo Vaughn. The Road Rules, right?
Yeah, Christina P. also. Road Rules.
See, now that's what I didn't see where you were going with that. Okay,
she was Road Rules 1 and Theo was Road Rules 2. Kristen was on.
That's how they knew each other. Okay. I thought it was
like
just stand up.
A reality show that was like the premise was that it was fake. It was called Average Joe. Do you remember that one?
No, I don't remember that one.
It was
okay.
It was like a Big Brother style competition show. And it was actually all set up to just make one guy win and put a bunch of drama around him.
Oh, are you talking about the Joe Schmo
show? That's what it is.
That, yes. Okay, I am familiar. One of the very first, was it Spike TV?
I'm not sure.
I think it was one of the first original series from Spike TV. Rest in peace, Spike TV.
Wow, that's a sharp decline. Going from that to Mansers and 1,000 Ways to Die.
1,000 Ways to Die. You know, at the end, they tried to have the Video Game Music Awards. You know what I mean? They tried to keep it alive with some big stuff. They probably threw all the last of the production money into that. I don't know that for sure, but...
Oh, dude, it was a Hail Mary pass from Viacom to let those Video Game Awards happen.
Yeah, but we miss Spike TV. I think, Mansers.
Mansers, so
Mansers,
fun.
Dude. Oh.
I kind of wonder, those shows, especially 1,000 Ways to Die and Mansers, were almost too gross to watch.
Oh, yeah, very very graphic. Very
super graphic, and not an appealing way at all. Like, it was just like... Hey, puke, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, and they, toward the end, they were trying to do, like, lots of movie things. I remember, we're going to premiere Scarface. I mean, obviously heavily edited, but, they'd try to go for the most edgy movies that they could toward the end of that. So, I can appreciate some of that stuff, but, are you ready to move on? Let's move on.
Absolutely,
let's get something new in here. Another celebrity we're going to move on to. Do you guys like, sticking with, like, Britney Spears, musician, Ozzy Osbourne?
Ozzy.
I
haven't heard much from him.
Yeah. Apparently, he's got some of the best human being genetics. Did you know this?
Yeah, he's been tested because he's survived like so many overdoses, right?
Yes, so you're familiar with some of this.
He's a
little bit.
Case study.
Some guy's gonna explain this to us.
Oh hell yeah!
Because you think I know?
I'm excited about this.
This is a good one.
Oh, sorry about that. I hate that they start fucking muted, dude.
I know.
It's so stupid.
They need to know our preferences here, okay?
Morbid Facts, part 101.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Yes, he's like the chills guy. You know, you'll never believe how Ozzy's genetics are.
10. Ozzy Osbourne had his genome sequenced
to
understand how it was possible.
What?
I think that is him, dude. I think that's Chills. It sounds exactly like him.
He sounds a little too old and masculine. He might be just doing the voice.
that's his gimmick.
Is ripping off Chills. Many have done it before. And Chills is just like, what if Nexpo was from like Reseda?
Nexpo, yeah. Many have tried.
Fucking hate Nexpo. like when you talk about like a polished turd,
Yeah.
Nexpo.
That's some like when you're first diving into
Spook.
YouTube and some of the copy pasta stuff, you know, and then you work your way up to Wendigoon, and I'm not even gonna go there. Let's
Let's keep it out of Tartaria for now.
Yes, please, Ozzy.
For him to still be alive after so many years of abusing his body. Researchers found mutations related to addiction, metabolism, and Ozzy's Neanderthal ancestors. In fact, he carries several 100,000 genetic variants that have never been seen before by scientists.
Wow.
Meaning if he wasn't a literal mutant, he likely would have died decades ago. In 1974, there were likely over 100 active serial killers in the United States, including Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, and Dennis Rader. As of right now, there's still estimated to be anywhere between 25 and 50 active serial killers in the U.S. In an effort to enforce prohibition in the 1920s, the government began adding poison to industrial alcohol to prevent people from drinking it. Supporters of the policy argued that people were
Yeah, you know, they would spike it with methanol, which is wood alcohol, which isn't poison because it's poison. As Paracelsus said, the dose makes the poison. So it's just that wood alcohol is like hundreds of times more potent than fucking, like if you drink an ounce of wood alcohol, you're basically completely on the edge of death.
Does that have something to do with why they age things in barrels? Wood barrels?
No.
Just something that popped in my head. I didn't know.
I don't know how they make methanol. Honestly, all I know is that it's a tertiary alcohol derived from wood.
Okay. Damn, dude, I came here for Ozzy. I didn't mean to get frightened. Oh my god, it is spooky.
I don't know if you wanted me to keep going with this because he's just like rattling shit off like a Reddit thread.
Let's move on a little bit. I came here for Ozzy. I didn't come here to get frightened out of my fucking skin, dude.
The Ozzy shit's fucking interesting because like I always kind of wonder, how does one's respiratory system get rid of ants once they've been inhaled through the nostril?
Wow.
Did you not know that story?
No, I didn't know about that.
Him and I think people are going to be mad because I'm going to get the guy fucked up. It was either like D. Snyder. No, it was Iggy Pop. Him and Iggy Pop got in a let's top each other off contest.
Oh, no. That sounds about right.
And they got to the point where they were snorting fire ants.
What the fuck?
Ozzy Osbourne did a line of fire ants.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd rather take a Keith Richards snorting his dad over that any day. My God, you know what I'm talking about? Oof.
God.
Snorting fire ants.
I would love to
need some contest like that on the show. No, do not do that. We do not endorse you snorting any kind of creatures. Okay?
Smoking
Seriously.
sea monkeys?
Yeah, do not smoke sea monkeys. Let's not even get into sea monkey conspiracies, okay?
What?
Who knows what they're made out of, okay?
They're brine shrimp.
Are they?
Yeah.
Now this I didn't know.
Yeah.
So see, I'm learning stuff, everybody. I didn't get the sea monkeys or the ant farms when I was a kid.
I had them.
You know what I mean? I didn't get too weird when I went to the science store. You know, the Discovery store. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. How familiar are you with Bella Thorne?
You know, I have a thing for redheads. What can I say?
Yes. No, she's a pretty woman. I will say her filmography is kind of lacking. You may have been familiar with her. She's been in a lot of terrible movies.
I've seen her Lifetime movie.
Yeah, a lot of Lifetime. Her biggest role might be Blended, I think.
Oh.
If you've ever seen Blended, I think she was in Blended. Yeah, here she is. We're checking in with Bill Maher. I don't know. Club Random, everybody. If you've seen Club Random.
Such a bad name.
So, right? Club Random. We're going to have random people. We're going to talk about random. Okay. All right, people. We're going to talk about random
It's
things.
just way to have your finger on the pulse of 2006, you know?
Yeah, well, and he tries to have a lot of newer people on here. Other talk show people have gone over the people he has on. But I wanted to cover this video because I want to get your opinion on it. And the audience, too. Maybe you can throw some comments in here and see what's going on here. So Bill Maher makes a joke to Bella Thorne, and she gets pretty offended by this, okay? They're talking about a pretty touchy subject, and she takes it very seriously. A lot like some of the audience in the shorts take this show a little too seriously. You know what I mean? So
apologize to Jim Caviezel.
I'm not going to apologize to Jim Caviezel, okay? Some of us know what it's like to carry the cross. Okay, if I in so many words, all right. Okay, so let's see what they're talking about here. Let's hear the joke. I kind of like Bill Maher's comedy a little bit, you know.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't take him too to heart. All right, he produced Vice News a little bit. Okay, show him some respect.
I'm not an atheist, and it's a poorly sourced documentary, but I love Religulous. It's a very fun watch.
It's just a fun watch, exactly. You know, they'll cut to Jesus slapping somebody real quick. You know.
Yeah, or the Church of Cannabis. That was cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good bit.
The guy catches his hair on fire while they're smoking.
Yeah, it just leans back on a candle.
Your hair's on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It's kind of like the people walking on fire. They don't notice it.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what's going on here. See what
It doesn't even matter because everybody's switching their sexes constantly. No, I'm not kidding about it. I mean, I'm kidding about that. But people do switch sexes a lot more than they used to. You know, there's a lot of trans, you know, I always see that in the paper about somebody who has switched their sex, which if that's what makes you,
Yes.
that what blows your dress
Bad
up?
bitch all the way.
Not even
Yes. Bad bitch.
Fat? Why
Bad
would, oh,
bitch.
bad.
Bad bitch. Be who you are. Yes. Claps.
Right.
Claps. Makes me happy.
I mean,
Sounds like
I
a
think there's
lunatic.
some money to be made in some sort of exchange with everyone switching where, like, you know, if you need a penis, take a penis. If you have a penis, give a penis.
That's
you know, like,
funny.
people are becoming like men to women. They're going to cut off their penis. And then there are women transitioning who are going to need a penis.
True.
I feel like if there was some
Yeah.
exchange, maybe Bitcoin could be involved. You could, you know, no?
I want to smoke a joint with this guy. There's nothing offensive about that.
Yeah, we could also sit with him and try to go over some new names for the show as well
Fucking
too.
yeah,
He
dude.
might, you know, with our candor and, you know, being open to some of this humor, I think he might listen to us a little bit. So
God, I hope he. God, you know, even if the check bounce, I'll take one from Bill Maher.
oh yeah, he's talking about, you know, exchanging penises. We're talking about exchanging money with him. Okay, let's see how Bella Thorne reacts. to
Just
his little
don't
joke.
like joking about.
Oh, Bella.
I know
Oh,
that you
Bella.
like to, but
the
I.
dad
See,
move.
I
this
don't
is where
think
the
it's
anxiety.
funny.
Oh, for
I don't
fuck's
think
sake!
it's
What a
funny.
shame. That is where
I'm
you're.
sorry.
That is. You don't have to be sorry, but I'm not
don't
sorry
think it's
either.
funny.
And that is where your anxiety comes from. There is nothing wrong with joking. Nothing wrong about that. It's
You hear
not
that, audience?
everybody is that sensitive. Not everybody
Shorts
needs
audience?
to be that sensitive. Even the people who are doing that, I don't think would need to be offended by that. Everybody is so easily offended. You kids, you wake up offended. You should get off Twitter, get off social media, and maybe you wouldn't like have this anxiety. This because I don't know if you're really offended or you're just worried that you're going to look offended.
She's literally trying to blow him
No,
off.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
100% offended.
on,
Like
she's,
when I think
she's
about
reeling.
someone's trauma and the videos that I have.
We're getting some audio interference. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. So something I've noticed about Bella Thorne
Yes,
is
shoot.
she sounds like she's on exogenous hormones.
Really,
Her-
what gives you the inkling for this?
Her voice, sort of the thickness of her skin. She's retaining weight a lot differently than she used to.
This might be why it's such a touchy subject all of a
I
sudden.
think she's on T, dude. Like her voice is like noticeably deeper.
Oh no, and you know that might be something you need to divulge when you're about to do one of these. I mean, I guess not give all your information away, but you know, if I'm sure he does a pre-interview thing, and he's like, "Is there anything you don't want to talk about? Is there any touchy subjects?" You know,
Yeah,
and
it's
she
pretty
just
typical.
completely wasn't transparent about some of the things. Maybe, perhaps, you know.
Yeah, she also just kind of looks mannish here. Like can the people that transvestigate and draw green lines on people do a quick one for BT over here?
Yeah, we've got a new entry into that series, everybody, of transvestigations. Okay, I don't know if anybody's looked into that. Well, maybe.
Can you
some point in
give
the
a
future.
brief overview to the public about what a transvestigation is? It's conspiracy.
Yes,
candy.
this is all
It's
conspiracy candy. So there are people out there on the internet who believe that certain celebrities,
All of them.
mostly all of them, are trans. I'm trying to give it a little leeway. You know what I mean? Most celebrities are transsexuals, okay, and they'll go over tons of photo evidence and point out to you what's going on and what makes them think that, and the evidence basically with all of that, whether it's from Michelle Obama to Taylor Swift. That was a crazy one. You showed me that one. And I was like, oh, we're reaching a little bit here. Well, when I'm saying we're reaching, there might be an issue.
I'm just saying her belly button shouldn't be below her hips or her waist. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm kidding. I'm not one of those people. But
or like, and they'll play a video where somebody accidentally says their name wrong and like, see, called him
Michael Obama.
Called him Michael. Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, she's probably just sweaty and not
she
doing
also
the movie
seems like
right now.
Yeah, she's putting on a little bit of this. I don't know, whatever attitude this is too. Kind of, this dominant force that she's got while she's on the. I feel like she's already on the defensive for some reason. So
malicious compliance.
Yes, and the deflecting with the blonde and like pretending like she's not listening to him, but completely hearing every word.
Yeah, and it's just like, and she doesn't care. She's not up awake at night wondering like, oh man, the trauma of my fans. She's literally like, if I say the wrong thing, that's what she's
getting into, dude. Yeah.
If I say the wrong thing, I'm literally gonna have to work at Wendy's.
I can't be in another Lifetime movie. I mean, seriously, they'll kick me from the Oxygen network.
Yeah, it's like, Bella, the phone's not ringing. You might as well be fucking funny.
Yeah, you're on Club Random. Come on.
Not plugging anything, I imagine.
I don't think so. I haven't seen the full episode. See, this is another thing. Like, we're asking questions and stuff, but sometimes we need to do a little bit of research, maybe watch some full episodes. That's definitely something for the audience to take home too. Before you go into comment threads and start speaking your truth and screaming about it. Well, watch full episodes of things, okay?
Do we need any more from Bella Thorne? Does she really get into anything, or is it just sort of like and it stays there?
It kind of goes there, then that's it. She almost cries in little. She's like, I've heard. It goes into the whole I'm taking other people's trauma and exhibiting it as my own trauma in my own life, and Bill kind of touches on that a little bit. So I just wanted to see. I thought that Bill Maher was just being candid, and he was just kind of having some fun, a little levity to the whole subject.
Yeah,
that's it.
Bringing
that's what he
light
does
to the subject is nice.
Yeah, and she kind of missed the whole point of that, and taking it all seriously. She's probably way too high. Also, we're forgetting this that they're smoking an L, legitimately. So that's Bella Thorne and Bill Maher checking in on American Deathcamp. It's good to have a Bill Maher entry in there.
Yeah. He's been on my mind recently.
Friend of the show, Bill Maher. Bill Maher, you're officially a friend.
He's got the best black hookers money can buy. What can I say?
That's some of his thing, dude.
People will think that's offensive. Bill Maher has a very long-standing record that he is proud of, that he loves black hookers.
Yeah, I've talked about this on our other show. If you haven't seen our other show, Piss Magazine, that was a big saga on Howard Stern for a long time that he digged at him a little bit. They've been back and forth on a relationship as well too. But
wait, Howard Stern was getting all he likes to play like the moral arbiter.
Yeah, well,
which is so funny.
He'll pull tabloid stories, and I think he'll just say some of them and like gossip a little bit to try to get some gears turning and get some feedback, and make this was before as viral as things get on social media, so that was his way of doing some of that stuff, bringing attention to himself by talking about those things.
My favorite Stern bit is still the Jesus Twins.
Oh, that's great, dude. Their manager is my favorite thing in the world. Maybe someday we can play a Jesus Twins clip and get their manager. But he's my favorite guy out of that whole trio.
He believed in them so much.
Oh, yeah. Howard, this is completely superfluous, okay? These two are the biggest act in Los Angeles. I love him. I'm brain farting his name right now, but he was the best one of all three of them. That's for damn sure. You know what? Speaking on this topic, this will transition good into, speaking of transition, into our next celebrity here. Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold was on... It was on the Stern Show a couple years ago. You may know Tom Arnold. He's been on. He was married to Roseanne. You guys know that? And he's Academy Award winner from Soul Plane.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was about to say
that's a joke. Soul Plane was not an Academy Award winning movie.
I was about to be like art direction or makeup or
no. Leading man Tom Arnold. Everybody.
Tom Arnold plays the lead in Soul Plane.
He's one of the leads. He's one of the male leads.
Oh my god!
You haven't seen Soul Plane?
No, I watch good movies.
Oh, true. Hey, this is around 2003, 2004. So
growing
up, I was in the vein of like White Chicks kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, Undercover Brother.
Yes, it's one of those. Yes, it's one of those kind of movies.
Movies for black people written by Jewish guys.
Yes. I believe it came out around the same time as Harold and Kumar's first movie. So this was one of the blockbuster rentals that we got. You know what I mean? So Tom Arnold, a couple years ago, he had a series come out on the Discovery, right? I believe it either Investigation Discovery, Discovery Plus, whatever the hell it is. one of the pluses. The Queen of Meth. Have you guys seen that? It's about his sister. His sister was the Queen of Meth, dude. Maybe her real life Breaking Bad version of this woman who's the Queen of Meth. And she had a drug empire. And he made a series about this, which I thought was really interesting. Now, he's going to talk about this a little bit with Howard Stern in this interview. And then I had some thoughts on it because he kind of delves into the reasons why his sister dived into it. And I think he's taken some weird directions with this. And I think he's getting this wrong because there's actually there's going to be a big spin on this that has to do with your host here, Stone Fox Detroit, actually.
Oh, my God.
I have it, yes. We're always 1 degree away from greatness, okay, everybody? I'm telling you that now. We're completely transparent about that. So I actually have something to do with this. So we'll play the interview, and then I'll give my thoughts on it, and then I'll show you how this all comes back together, okay?
I'm in the middle of a documentary you did on your sister. Your sister, no bullshit, was really the Queen of Meth. This is a woman who was running a huge drug operation like in Breaking Bad. I mean, she was over 4 states. It's pretty mind-blowing that your sister put this whole thing together where she became a meth dealer. And, you kind of, what I like
easy
about
to
it is
sell
you
drugs.
understand how she ended up in this fix.
Especially in the
Because
1980s,
parenting
selling
was just
meth.
so
I mean, come
bad.
on.
They had absolutely no
the
guidance
Midwest?
in life.
My sister's
Not a
a
lot
year
going on.
younger. We grew up, our father raised us by himself. And then when I was 10, he married.
Oh, God, dude, I can tell we're from the same part of the same place. Just seeing his baby photos, I'm like, he's from my hood, dude.
Oh, we're from around the same neck of the woods, believe it or not.
And I'm closer, like within like 20 miles.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
you can kind of see it's coming together why I'm kind of connected to some of this. So
The next door neighbor, and I ended up when I was 15 moving in with our mom. Our mom was a lunatic. I knew that. Like she was married 7 times. She was an alcoholic.
Yeah, your mom, she's the last person on earth you'd want her to be your mom. She was not motherly at all. She was not protective at all.
My sister was closer because my sister followed me over to Mom's house. Mom was with her sixth husband. And I just wanted to go there to drink and have no rules and grow my hair.
Pop some pills.
Because there's no fucking rules there. So fuck that. She comes. My sister worshipped our mom. And my dad's big mistake was he never badmouthed our mom. Everybody's like, oh, that's the way to be.
Yeah.
But when she would come over like crazy and knock the Christmas tree down and just be very inappropriate, he never, after
normal
us,
Christmas.
kids,
What are you talking about?
you just thought, it's what I do with my kids if their mom does something. That was not appropriate. I would never treat her that way. I would never let you guys treat anyone that way. And then we move on. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to beat up this, and my dad never did. So my sister's
Arnold, the
sense of
Protector.
reality was so stilted, and she thought my mom's a hero. And so she was in that world, and there's drugs. And then at a certain point, she said, I'm going to turn this into, I'm going to be the best there ever was at this. Because she was smart and built this empire.
Yeah, you got to see this documentary.
Okay, let's,
Thomas and Queen of Meth.
pause there, and he goes on to talk about how Tom's gonna profit a little. I mean, obviously profit from this. He's gonna turn it into maybe a reality series, or not a reality series, but a television show, maybe like a mini series or something, and maybe a feature film, one of those things. There's something that caught my brain here a little bit, and he's talking about his parents and his upbringing, his mom specifically. And am I wrong about this? But is he kind of putting off his sister's behaviors on the mom, on the parenting? Do you think that's what I was getting from some of that? That his mom was a lunatic, and that she ended up in the world of drugs, and that some of it might have been their upbringing.
I think he's probably rightly putting a lot of the blame on his mother because it sounds. I mean, Tom's bright.
Yeah,
Tom's a really bright guy. Mm-hmm. It sounds like his sister was really smart, and it's like if no one pulls you out of drug dealing and slaps you across the face, like that's your life, man.
True. And you're probably right about that. I was just asking because. So when she got busted, okay, she was with, he said she's in the world of drugs. She was busted with her husband, whose name is Floyd Stockdale. Okay, I think we have a picture. Let's put them up into the little TV here. This beautiful gentleman here with the beard. So actually, people don't know this. My father, my late father, he was friends with Floyd Stockdale in real life.
Oh, no way.
Yes. They were he was basically his older brother, dude. So Floyd was in a biker gang called the Grim Reapers. This is they still exist today. Kind of not that he's a high profile guy, but they kind of left this out of some of the documentary stuff. Ex-military, ex-Vietnam vet, Green Beret. Okay, this guy was special
like
forces.
a lot of biker guys, man.
Very true, very true. But especially Green Beret coming out of Vietnam. This guy joins a biker gang. This guy's definitely peddling in the world of drugs, a little bit of anarchy in the late 70s, early 80s. And it's definitely from some of my dad's stories. This guy, this is the kind of guy who would get upset in the gas station and throw the attendant through the window into the parking lot. Okay, this is that kind of guy. So I feel like he had a lot of push in this. I feel like he might have been some of the mastermind behind some of this a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
do you think I've got something there with that? I feel like
definitely. I
think all of this, maybe the upbringing and the mom, the household, and then leading into this world, and then she meets this character.
It's a catalyst, man.
Catalyst. Thank you so much. Yes. So I thought this was all very interesting. Okay, so Tom Arnold's not doing anything nefarious. I think we've figured that out. That's why I wanted to clear the air with Tom Arnold a little bit. Okay, since I'm so close to that story, so close to my heart, I figured.
Yeah, you're pretty close to that story, bro.
I'm goddamn close. Okay, seriously, this is all true. Everybody.
Did you ever meet Floyd Stockton?
No. So
Stockdale?
he when they got busted, he went to federal prison, Leavenworth. So he died. He died in prison. Yes, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Floyd Stockdale, Green Beret. So thank you for your service.
And, thanks for giving so many local window repairmen years of service.
Yes, he is part of the reason why they've stopped selling certain kinds of PVC pipe at your local hardware store. So yeah. props off to you for that. I just thought that was all very interesting, dude. Okay, let's. I think that's enough for celebrities. I think we covered some popular stuff, some interesting stuff that I liked.
We're at the 40-minute mark.
Okay, all right. Let's dive in. So, okay. I gotta say, there's been a lot of things going on in the world right now. Okay, there's very intense things happening. It's looking like World War III a little bit. It's getting that feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel if this is a feel good show, we're supposed to have some fun. We're not here to pick and choose sides. You know what I'm saying? Right? I think there's been I think it's one it's a little too soon, and then I'm not gonna make light of some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think there's
it doesn't seem fun. Yeah, I don't even like ruminating on it.
No, definitely. The only thing I will say though, have you guys seen the paragliders?
Yeah.
Okay, I think some of those people have been watching playing a little too much Fortnite.
Do you have a clip of the paragliders?
No, I don't have the paraglider. I didn't even want to show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a terrorist attack that we.
Yes, they're in action. I don't want to.
It's like showing. I mean, do you remember the time we made you watch 9/11 footage on Piss Magazine?
Oh yeah, of course.
It was wildly upsetting.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't too upset. Maybe I did that for the show. I wanted to seem a little critical. I was like, maybe this will. Hopefully, this doesn't surface someday in some job setting.
Yeah.
me clamoring and shouting and excited for the towers to get hit. It doesn't go over well with HR. That's for damn sure. But
we weren't excited about it. Well, we didn't know what the plane was gonna do. We had never seen it before.
We're placing bets.
We're placing bets on 9/11. On the old footage.
Yes. See, and people are going to take this out of context and get all upset. Satirical, everybody. This is all satirical stuff. We're just joking. Okay, we're just having a little bit of fun. No big deal. Okay, calm down. Calm down, everybody. If that's another thing I got to say, let's just calm down a little bit. People on Twitter, calm down, everybody. People get mad at me for expressing some disconcern sometimes. That's okay. But I think we got, let's see here. Oh, yes. We're going to move on to trouble. There's some trouble on the home front. Besides the stuff going on in the world, people seem to forget about this, that we've got some issues here in this country that I think we should take a look at.
Yeah. Where should we start?
So I kind of want to look at, people seem to forget, not that there's a war on drugs or anything going on. That hasn't been happening in the last 45 years. The old Nancy Reagan program. But there's a lot going on with that, and I think I want to do this the right way. Okay, I'm not. This is another thing I'm not making light of. I'm not going to make fun of anybody's tribulations and everything. But this is going to be some cautionary tale stuff. I want people to be aware. I want people, a little levity too in there. But I want to bring some hope to the audience, you guys. This is what part of this show is. We're about lifting everybody up, not just career wise, but spiritually.
Oh, right? Yeah. Raise the vibration, man.
Yes. So
get you closer to Christ.
Yes. Christ consciousness is what we're going through with American Deathcamp, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. Okay.
Yeah. We're ascending.
Yes, we are ascending, everybody. All right. We're transcending to the next level.
Let the 7 rays of Christ envelop you.
Yes, of course. And also the only way for that to happen, everybody, is you got to share the show. Okay. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Seems a little blasphemous.
Hit the notification button. Okay. Hey, at least I'm not selling insurance for people to get into heaven. Okay?
Fair enough.
You subscribe, you might get a little bit little enlightening. How about that? I'll put it that way.
It can't be illegal to sell heaven insurance, right?
Is it?
I mean, that's church.
Is it? Yeah, true, yeah. Hey, they don't have to pay
Every
taxes.
church except the church I go to.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that people can sell insurance to heaven and then not have to pay taxes at the same time. There seems something weird going on there.
Maybe they pay heaven taxes.
They might. If there's heaven taxes out there, somebody let me know, okay?
It's called the plague.
Yeah. That's pretty good. The plague. Okay, let's we're gonna take it to YouTube now. I've been following a channel, okay, for a couple years. Type in Hunters. Okay, I've been following a channel called this name's a little promiscuous, maybe. Well, not
what?
A little dangerous.
What the hell is his name?
Tweaker Hunters. Okay.
No.
So let me pause this for a second. So this guy, this seems a little. I'm going to preface it too. A little disclaimer. So this guy goes around and he videotapes people that are obviously having some problems in their life, whether it's a substance addiction or something like that. And he videotapes them. It seems a little exploitative, but what he also does is he offers them a chance to get help. Like he will try to take them to get help, take them to a facility or something, take them to rehab, and he's successfully done this a little bit.
Really?
It's the only reason I've given him a little bit of chances, but.
So he's not like a cart narc.
No, he's not. He's not a cart
How many
narc,
rungs
no.
above the cart narc is this man? Would you say?
I
couple?
mean, honestly, he's probably around the same level as Sebastian. I got to give a shout out to Sebastian, the cart narc. I've watched a little bit of his content. Dude, I feel like some of that's set up too. But we can divulge into the cart narcs a little bit on another episode maybe. But how do you feel about the cart narcs? You're not a super fan of the cart narcs?
I really.
You're not a super narc?
I know. Here's the thing. I really hate how entertaining he can be and how good his comedic timing has become over the years.
Oh, so you're a little bit of a cart head.
I'm not a cart head. What I'm saying is I saw a clip 2 years ago and I saw a clip on Twitter last night, and it made me laugh so hard. And I'm just like, I disagree with this on like every level, but like, dude, getting something like the video you showed last week of someone getting pepper, like the green spray.
Yeah.
The First Amendment auditors.
Yeah, the auditors.
They're good at their bad job now.
Yes.
It used to not be entertaining. It's officially crossed over into entertainment.
Yeah, they kind of refine their talent a little bit. I talked about this a little bit earlier. You're getting your skills, and it takes time. These people they've fleshed out their skill.
Yeah, they put in some years.
Yes,
really.
They do. And they know the right thing. Probably a lot of mishaps and mistakes they've learned along the way, right? Just like we're doing here at American Deathcamp. We're learning along the way as we do some of this stuff. So let's dive. Oh, the one thing I will say about cart narcs, I do get a kick when he throws some of the magnets.
The magnet shit is the funniest
thing. And they
thing.
get mad. They get out of the car. You better take this off my car. And he'll just keep throwing magnets. He's got an unlimited supply of magnets. I wonder how much he's spent on magnets. Do you think he writes those off for his taxes?
Oh, definitely. Oh, there's no way that man's not the most like tax-aware, litigious fucker. Like you only become a cart narc because you're looking for the $1 million payday.
Oh yeah,
that's it. I'm sure monetizing it on YouTube is not something he ever thought would be like. He doesn't. But my point is, with the cart narc, he actually does not have a moral center. He is entirely trying to bait people into lawsuits.
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys. Okay,
it's the same technique, different form.
Yes, you're right. I'm connecting those dots finally. Holy shit, dude! Wow.
Yeah, he is not a moral arbiter of anything. He is a dick shit.
Who gets that upset about putting the cart away? Acting like lazy bones. He instead of just like cursing at people, he's calling them little fun nicknames.
Yes,
right?
Stuff that could never be that would never be used against him in court. Like stuff that's here's the smart thing: he can't intimidate anybody because assault is just intimidation. So like if he intimidates somebody, that's an assault charge. But if he calls you a silly little goose, silly little lazy goose, you can't go to jail for that.
Yeah, it flies under the radar.
But if I said, listen, fucker, you put that cart back, assault charge.
There's going to be some problems here.
Yeah, like threats, that's all legally actionable.
He's probably heard, do you work here so many times in his life now? Oh my God. He probably gets a kick out of that. I'd get sick of that.
He's probably wearing his own merch that says cart narc on it.
Yeah, dude. I wear a red t-shirt to fucking Target, and I don't like getting asked that, dude. He's doing it in the parking lot? Jesus Christ, dude. He gets a kick out of that. That's crazy, dude. Fucking cart narc is a fucking sadomasochist, dude.
Oh, definitely. He likes to give it and take it, I'm sure.
All right, let's get to this tweaker hunters here. We'll probably just watch a minute or two of this. This is like a 10-minute video.
Tweaker hunters, buddy.
little intro here. I think we're gonna get going.
Wait, that's the intro to our show, Duh Heads, on the Kill Podcasters Network.
That guy seems familiar, doesn't he?
There's a homeless guy at the beginning of every episode of Duh Heads.
Listen to Duh Heads, baby.
Listen to Duh Heads, baby. Do you mind if I?
We can compare the intro.
We're raring to go. Here's the Duh Heads intro.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Listen to Duh Heads,
love his
baby.
swag.
I've never
I actually love Izzy's intro.
felt so alive.
Yeah, that's what made me fall in love with the show. Go watch Duh Heads, everybody on YouTube. His Patreon intro too.
His what?
His Patreon intro.
Oh yeah.
That's originally what got me to be a fan, because I was like, oh, listen to these intros. I'm an intro guy. I'm wearing a War Mode shirt, and shout out Bohemian Grove. Also, Bohemian Grove supplies the clothing for this show. If you didn't know that, they're heavy on the intros too. So I'm all about that, definitely.
Dude, we have, but yeah, so it's very similar to the Tweaker Hunters intro.
Very similar, very similar.
Which I loved. Can I play it again?
Yeah, we can play it again. Go for it. Round 2.
2 Tweaker Hunters, buddy. Wow, man. Hey.
Oh, and the main thing he does is when he pulls up to somebody, crack or tweak. He just first thing he asks them is what they're on. It's censored for YouTube. They probably have a Patreon.
Oh, I bet.
I'm sure. I like that. It's like Indiana Jones.
You smoking crack or tweak?
Hey, I got this crowbar right here. What you give me for it, huh?
What?
What's up, man? I got a crowbar here. Check it out.
Oh, wow, that's a nice crowbar.
Okay.
It's for sale?
Yeah, it's for sale, though.
Wow.
Where you guys come from? You guys cops or what?
No, we ain't. We're the Tweaker Hunters.
Oh, Tweaker Hunters.
Tweaker Hunters. So you're selling a crowbar right now at 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning.
If somebody came up to me and said, I'm the Tweaker Hunters, and they're in like a pickup truck, I would run so fast. Like, who are you guys? Oh, we're the fag bashers.
Yeah, that sound.
Like,
yes, exactly. It comes off. He's asking if they're a cop. It's almost just as disconcerting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very virile name that you have there. Very intense name as well too.
Well, see, meth addicts know what they're capable of, so they're rightfully wary of strangers.
Yeah. Well, he's got a weapon. He's got the crowbar too, so it's probably.
No, he was brandishing that. He was not selling shit.
Oh yeah. He came up with that on the fly. He's like, oh, these guys are in a nice Escalade. Maybe I can sell them this. That might have been some of the thinking there. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Is it 2:30?
Oh, you checked your watch?
Okay.
Check your watch. What time is it?
Yeah, it's about, I don't even know. You said, what do you got?
Nobody wants your crowbar, Tweaker.
God damn it, bro.
Hey.
Okay, we can pause here. So see, I don't know why. I don't know whether or not, like, sometimes they pick and choose who they want to help, which is kind of interesting. That's the only part that bothers me a little bit.
You probably don't want to ask the guy with the crowbar to get into your car.
Very true. Or if he wants help, he's looking at an imaginary watch on his wrist and he's selling a crowbar at 2:30 in the morning. So you probably think it might be a little too far gone, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So it does get a little exploitative, but
it's his attitude that pisses me off a little bit. It's just like, dude, I mean, I guess you kind of can't go out there and be all mamby-pamby and shit, because you'll get your shit rocked.
Yeah.
But like, dude, try to not be a ghoul.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Just try to not be a ghoul.
This is kind of what I'm trying to get with some of this stuff is, like, there are people that do need some help out there. You know what I mean? We're not just trying to make views off of these people,
yeah, but there's psychotherapy, and then there's corrective rape.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very fucking true. That's a good point. So that's Tweaker Hunters. If you want to go check out their channel, go check them out. Not that they're affiliated with any of us, but just some interesting content out there that I thought it was give you some real life stuff that's going on in this country.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any thoughts on the drug crisis after seeing this shit?
I think if you've got, I guess maybe a positive message. If you do need some fucking help with some of this stuff, like it's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
You can turn your life around. Things can get better for you. You can overcome anything. You'd be surprised how much strength is inside yourself and inside your mind, dude. You can definitely overcome any kind of mountains in your life. Don't let your situation define who you are. Even if you're struggling with anything. So
100%. I mean, like, I think everyone on the network can speak to overcoming addiction issues.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
We've all been on the other side of that fucking curtain. So it's just really easy to be like, I mean, I was never this out to lunch day in, day out, ever. Never did anything this hard. But like, fuck, man, it's even these people can be redeemed through proper health care and observation.
Yes. These are the things that matter in our country. You know, the things that we do need to be addressed a little bit. So I wanted to cover a little bit of this stuff. You know, we're not always just making fun of everybody and, you know, taking shots up at celebrities and everything. You know, and it's other shows that do wacky things and everything. You know, I thought there'd be a wholesome message there. So
have you ever had sex with a homeless woman?
It could be possible. She might not have told me. She might have been misleading. There's a lot of hinge dates out there that lead on for leave some things out, leave some special attributes out. That
you think you've been fucked for roof? You think you've been fucked for roof before? I'm sure I have.
Wow. You know, I've never thought about it, and now I'm rethinking my entire dating life. So I'll have to get back. I'll have to get back to you on that. Maybe I'm not sure. It's a possibility. So I'm not. That's why I won't rule it out.
Have you ever asked a live-in girlfriend to pick up a bill after not paying for after she doesn't pay for anything?
No.
Does not go over well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh man, that's how you know there's some things that's been left out. You know, you're not getting the whole story. Okay.
100%.
Once you start dating somebody, make sure you're getting the whole story. Okay, you got to be on the same page with some of that stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's why if I get serious with someone, there's going to be a long 8-year courting process. A 5-year engagement, and then on our 13th anniversary, pop the question. no, the wedding time.
Way down the road.
Way down the road. Maybe even in the next lifetime.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Some people are patient. You're a patient guy.
I'm a patient guy.
All right. Kind of on the same message. Have you ever seen Vice cover some of this stuff?
Yeah, you know their coverage is pretty even keeled and not offensive. I think
they've got a lot of different documentaries and TV shows that are about some of this stuff. I saw this clip. This speaking about crack or tweak. There's this guy. They're interviewing these guys that are on meth, and I thought this was interesting. Here we go.
Meth is good, but like in doses that allow you still to have regular sleep, because without sleep you can't make memories, and if you can't make memories, then you can't learn. In other words, you're just stuck in time. The moral of the story is you need sleep, bro.
Yeah. When you're up for 7 days,
Well, maybe you shouldn't continue. I say this as a great lover of stimulants myself. It's better to just have a little bit of restraint.
Yes, show restraint. Okay. He's like painted red.
Yeah. One huge hit.
How about 0 any size tits?
0 of any size.
But
all right, we can pause here.
It's gonna be insane.
So that guy at the beginning was saying that meth is bad, but it's good for memories, which I thought was a really weird observation he had with that. You know what I mean? Do you think it's good for memories? I figured it would be terrible for your body in general.
I've only ever taken Adderall, but I was on it for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Real foggy.
Oh yeah. Okay. So maybe he might be a little off about the memory thing.
No, he said it was bad for memories.
Oh, I thought he said it was good for memories.
No,
I guess
he said
I mixed that up a little bit.
Meth is good in doses that allow you to sleep.
Okay. Yes. Oh, really?
That's what he said.
Sleep?
Well, so that's the thing. So like meth has a half-life. I should say it's active in your body for about 16 hours.
Jesus Christ, that's a long time.
Yeah, from start to finish, 16 hours, and then you're still a little jangly after that.
Oof, I'd imagine so. All those chemicals are trying to get out of every pore in your body.
Right, and the thing about meth users is they compulsively redose.
Oh shit.
So like, okay, you're at hour 4, now you redose, so now you're back at hour 0.
Oh, they just keep resetting the clock.
Yes, that's how you stay up for 11 days.
Oh man. That's intense, you guys. We're getting a little intense here on the death camp. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, no, it can take years to recover from like stimulant psychosis of that magnitude, for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about stimulant psychosis from psilocybin trips? Do you think there's a
so like,
you think it's good for your memory? Speaking on a totally different drug here, of course.
Do I think psilocybin is good for your memory?
Yeah.
It is good for brain health on a general level. I don't know about memory retention.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. On a trip, it's like waking up out of a dream when it ends. You only remember the foggiest bits of it. Have you ever had a large dose shroom experience?
Yes.
So you feel happy and elevated after you experiment with psilocybin. That's probably good for you. But memory retention, I don't know. We'd have to see what the studies say on that. We have to get on the old PubMed.
Because I've got another video in here that has to deal with a guy talking about his mushroom trip, and it was originally titled it's type in Illuminati, because they've changed. I've noticed in the last week they've changed the title of this to something about demons talking to him in his trips, and I've never had anything quite like this. It might have been his first time.
You've never spoken to an entity on psychedelics?
I've never spoken to an entity. That's the one thing. I've never communicated with something other than myself. So
there's this thing on mushrooms, man, where it's like I had this impression, and there's thousands of trips like this. So it's a pretty common delusion on mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's just your brain talking to you. It's not magic. Get over yourselves, everybody. It's where it feels as if you kind of put a personality into the mushroom, and it sort of feels like it's speaking to you. Mm-hmm. Not in English, not with words, but just like you're getting a massive brain download of data. There was a period during a large shroom trip, my first shroom experience, 3.5 grams, where I was nodding and going, yep, as if I were having a conversation with somebody. But all that was happening was I was just feeling a flood of information go through my brain. It was interesting.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No, you know what? I think I've felt something in the same thing. I guess I just didn't realize that that communication aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
See, the well was poisoned for me because I listened to so much Terrence McKenna before I did psychedelics.
This came after I had like stopped doing that stuff, and then I kind of started making some connections a little bit. But then when you put it like that, I'm like, oh shit, okay.
So I went in primed to look for spirits.
You knew what you were looking for.
100%.
Yeah, and you've already checked out the roadmap before you went on your journey.
100%. And here's the thing. Who has more fun when they travel? People that plan or people that don't? I think it comes down to preference.
Yeah, you downloaded the MapQuest. It's a big MapQuest guy.
I read Venice for Dummies.
Yeah. You brought it along with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll see what this guy says about his psilocybin experience.
Thought if I take these psychedelic drugs, because that's what the psychedelic community said, you'll be enlightened. You'll see things as they're meant to be. And I wanted that. I wanted to know what the truth was and my purpose.
And did you get enlightened?
No, not at all.
What happened?
So I'm at my friend's. We take 2.5 grams. And as soon as I get...
That is the threshold for visuals.
Yeah, yeah.
This
so
man
hit him real hard like a brick wall.
It's the threshold. So it's like the babiest of. I mean, he looks like a slight guy. Maybe he's kind of short too, but like.
Oh, so he didn't take that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2.5 grams is your mother could take it and it would be manageable.
Yeah.
Like
closer to a microdose almost. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I'd say a dose, but not a full blown trip at all.
Yeah.
Hit, I feel horrible. It felt like a million little eyes were watching me, and like I was some puppet. I felt darkness all around, and then I get this voice in my head, and this voice tells me, because I've done this drug, I opened a dimensional portal, and if I jump off a 10-story balcony, my body will die, but my spirit will ascend with the sacred Illuminati, and if I don't, the doors will...
This guy's bullshitting.
Do you think it's bullshitting? Because I was like, what fucking anxiety you have, dude. Not even like my first time was like that, like nervous. And I mean, my God, where do you go to start thinking that? You know what I mean? So maybe you have something to that.
He was primed. Like these, if he's thinking about the Illuminati and interdimensional portals, he had some ideas about this drug going into it.
Oh,
and it's either that or he's like, straight up embellishing, but I kind of want to believe him, because if you don't think about interdimensionality and portals in sober waking life, you just don't. Most people will never have those thoughts. Shrooms brings that shit out of you. You're like, maybe I can get away from this bad feeling if I shift dimensions, because now dimensions seem like a more graspable concept.
It can be a slippery slope.
100%.
Dude, for sure.
It makes you hyper focus on these things. I'm sorry, should I roll the clip? Yeah.
Just a little bit, maybe.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Go ahead.
Close forever, and I have minutes to decide. I considered it very seriously, and I just eventually came to that decision. I can't do it. And when I said that, I heard a whisper in my mind, and it went, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. And I thought...
So he talked to some religious entities a little bit too there. Yeah, they saved him. The archangels came down and lifted him up. at the end of his trip there. So, but be careful going into some of this stuff. This is the kind of the message I'm getting into this as well too. Don't going in with an agenda or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd almost strongly recommend not taking a trip dose of it. This is not medical advice. This is not advice of any kind. But
disclaimers, everybody.
I wish I didn't start with a trip level dose for any drugs. I wish I had microdosed because that's how you can test if you're like suited for this. Because like if he would have taken 0.5 grams of mushrooms instead of 2.5, he would have probably had a manageable time, but had a really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
And so he probably would have just never touched it again. But now he has this traumatic memory, and he has to wonder like if ghosts are real and if like demons and portals are real. It's like, frankly, they're probably not, because we live on Earth and nothing cool happens here ever.
Yeah, but he dived into it so hard, and he believed it. So now it's like a part of his life.
Yeah, no, it's a traumatic memory. It's as real
PTSD,
as
a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I have some baggage from psychedelic trips, and it's something people don't talk about ever.
Yes, this is why we're covering some of this stuff. Thank you. This is what I'm getting at. You got to be mindful, and you got to be careful with some of this stuff, even if you're doing it to enlighten yourself. Have a good time.
And guys, if you're gonna take a drug, make sure its name isn't just letters and numbers. Make sure it has an established street name.
Do some research. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Into legitimate communities as well too, not just your high school friends.
And also, I mean, I don't know if I can spill the tea by just saying you can buy drugs from research laboratories.
Yeah.
You can just do that. That was insane. That was like I didn't think that would be legal in America kind of thing, but like
yeah.
You can buy a chemical called 1CP LSD, and it is literally 1-to-1 an LSD experience, and it's completely legal.
Yep.
It's made in a lab. You can drug test it.
Wow. What a country we live in.
It's really
That's
great.
fucking insane.
We're coming around on rah rah America, I think.
Not just American exceptionalism, okay? We've got a lot going on here.
We're at the hour 5 mark, just to give you a signpost.
Dude, this has been a very loaded. We're not even gonna, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to apologize to the audience. We're not gonna get to everything that I had here, so we're gonna have to move it along a little bit. We can come back to some of the stuff that I had set up at another time. You want to move on to something funny?
I would love something
funny.
Yeah,
let's lift it up a little bit. This has to do with the pandemic that happened a couple years ago.
The most funny thing I could think of.
No, I know, but there was a lot of, and I've had this video in my wheelhouse for a very long time. Anybody a fan of Ricky Berwick? Are you familiar with Ricky Berwick?
No.
Okay. How about Bill from the Christian Hotline?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, these are two streamers, two personalities on YouTube, Instagram as well too. And they started doing these things. They do little crossovers with each other. Well, they'll do streams and they're doing bits. This was a popular one from back in the day about the pandemic, and they're arguing a little bit. Bill does a thing where he'll get on Instagram Live and have people call in, and people will be smoking weed or drinking beers, and he'll scream at them for doing sinful things. And Ricky Berwick just liked to stir the pot with him. So and Ricky Berwick's been on Tosh.
This is the right video?
Yes, this is the right video. Here we go. I just thought this was very humorous, and I love this.
I love a young, overzealous Christian.
Oh, dude, he gets so mad, very mad at people. This is kind of his gimmick, actually.
So, I have a question before we get in.
Yeah, of course. Shoot.
Does he strike you as an honest Christian? Is it a bit, or is he really into Christ at this level he's about to show us?
I think he is, and he must have picked this up somewhere and was probably doing this seriously when he was a little more naive, and then he realized that the numbers. He probably started doing this online.
Leaning into it.
Oh, this is a character I can start to build and everything. And
still get the word out.
He's become a big personality. Yes, definitely. I think so.
Okay, let's roll it.
I think he's legitimate.
What do you want, Ricky?
You might recognize Ricky when he pops on.
I hate God.
What?
I
know Ricky.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I know Ricky Berwick.
He made the coronavirus happen.
What?
Why?
God did no such thing.
If God is so good, why did he make the coronavirus?
God did not create the coronavirus!
Okay, but why isn't he healing the world right now?
We're healing the world, slowly at a time.
Slowly at a time. When's the world supposed to heal, Bill? Next year? I don't have next year to stay in my fucking house. I got shit to do.
Don't say the curse word! Listen,
Ricky, no, listen. Okay.
Yeah, legitimate Christian, totally doing a bit. Definitely.
Yeah, right.
Don't ever disrespect me like that again, or I'm gonna come over there and slap your cheeks.
I command the coronavirus to leave. I am the new God. The old God is out of here. I am God.
I don't even understand it.
Coronavirus.
You are not a God. You're not a God.
Leave.
You're not a God, Ricky. You're a sinner.
God. And I have a vision. The coronavirus
You're not a God.
is going to be controlled in May.
Karate pose.
Yeah, correct.
May, the coronavirus will be no more.
I love that Ricky did the Moses Charlton Heston with the staff.
Slap my cheeks. Why?
Because you're trying to be God.
And that deserves a slap in the cheek.
I'm gonna have to slap your cheeks, whether you like it or not.
Are you gay, bro?
Okay, I think that's
You're fucking gay. And
Ricky Berwick and Bill from the Christian Hotline checking in for the first time. I love Ricky, dude. I was trying to show people this when it was coming out because they did a lot of this series with him, and I had a girl get mad at me and be like, "Oh, you're making fun of R words with this R word," and I was like, "You just called him an R word."
Yeah, and it's
Like, what's wrong with you? No. It's like, you got the wrong idea here. He's got a personality here. He's making jokes. You know what I'm saying? More power to Ricky as well too. He's got a very stellar career going for himself, dude. He just got I think he's engaged now.
Really?
Yes, he's doing very well. So
he's not a charity case, man.
No,
not by any means.
He indulges in his what's the word I'm looking for? In his strength, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
His uniqueness.
His uniqueness, yes, and he's able to capitalize off of it. And he hates that other people, with disabilities use that, exploit themselves a little bit and get down on themselves. Because he's like, look at me, dude. Look at what I'm doing. I've been on television. I've made a career for myself. I make money.
He's got love.
I've got love. I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a message I can definitely get behind. I look up to Ricky, dude. I think he's fucking great. I think he's a wonderful personality. Yes.
Well, I'll be working for him in 10 years.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be against that, honestly. He'd probably pay very well. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't fall apart like Sam Bankman-Fried. That's his trial's going on right now. Wonderful sponsor of the show, apparently.
It's how many years is he facing? It's in the hundreds, probably.
I'm not sure. Probably a lot, though. Definitely. They just got released in the court that he had plans to be the president of the United States at one point. He was like, this is going to lead to me being a president. And I watched a 60 Minutes documentary last week about him with an author that was following him the last few years, writing a book about him. And they show Sam Bankman-Fried with him in the office, and dude, he's like the whole time shaking,
tweaking.
Yeah, he's just a nervous kind of guy, a numbers guy, who was not very social. And it's just like, you're gonna be president. You look like Ethan Klein's little brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX.
Shout out to Sam Bankman-Fried, proud sponsor.
I hope you're doing it. Yes, the sponsor of the show. So I got to mention him a little bit. I do have a Sam Bankman-Fried video that's like 20 seconds long, talking with the author. Do you want to see? It's about what he's going to be afraid of in prison.
Oh, fun.
Yes, and it's not what you think.
It's not the rape?
No,
what do you
not,
suspect his biggest fear is if he has to go to prison?
Not having the internet.
Obviously.
Now, that sounds crazy, but I do think that if he had the internet, he could survive jail forever. Without having a constant stream of information to react to, I think he may go mad. If you gave Sam Bankman-Fried a choice, this is quite serious, of living in a $39 million penthouse in the Bahamas without the internet, or the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn with the internet, there's no question in my mind he'd take the jail.
What do you suspect his...
Yeah. I think internet is the least of your problems, Sam. Okay, just want to remind you. Okay, get comfortable. Put on your Bob Barker slippers. Okay, start reading some books. Get comfortable with books. All right, comfortable with playing spades.
Honestly,
play a lot of cards.
They should commute a sentence after 10 years.
Yeah,
like,
well,
there's no reason you should spend life in prison for financial crimes. Like, eat a dick.
Well, for one, he's probably going to go to a nicer place. I believe so, with the financial crime stuff. And then people forget this too, is that with good behavior, they will cut your sentence. They
Yeah.
will start eliminating. I don't see him as the one to get in trouble. He's not going to be hitting anybody with his breakfast tray.
Oh, he's probably
You know
going to
what
be
I'm
nose deep in a book, sure.
Oh, of course. He's gonna find, and they got TVs in there. I'm sure he'll stay updated on some stuff. He'll probably get a job in there. They usually, when you're in there for that long, they usually make you get a job. So I'm sure he'll stay busy, whether he wants to or not. I mean, my gosh, he doesn't really have a choice. So that's us covering a little bit of the Sam Bankman-Fried stuff. I think we're gonna do one more thing, and then we're gonna get to everybody's favorite thing: the voicemails, the Deathcamp voicemails. So. I've got a story here, actually. I don't know if this is that funny, but something that connects with you, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Have you guys ever heard of a Mr. Timothy McVeigh?
Oh, God.
I think maybe some people might be familiar with him a little bit. I found this little video. This guy does a series of 3 to 5 minute explanations of certain topics of conspiracy, and
Sure.
this one covers the Oklahoma City shenanigans.
Yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans
I'm
afoot.
making too many lights of terrible situations, but
Yeah.
this is all speculation. Remember that, everybody.
I got a great Timothy McVeigh story.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to play this, and then I figured I'd let you
Yeah,
take the reins with
I'm
it,
gonna have to
so.
delete some details out of that because like they're
Of
nice
course.
kids.
No,
but,
yeah. I think you'll be able to
I'll
cut that up a little bit, so make it YouTube friendly.
For sure. Because for all I know, maybe they're fucking embarrassed about it.
Some anonymity there for some people, save some lives.
Seriously, no, 100%.
I'm joking, but I'm also serious at the same time with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, serious shit, no playing, ho. For real.
Are you the Oklahoma City bomber?
Maybe one of the benefits of me talking to you today is that
This
you'll
is a
see
good
that
one.
maybe not everything is true that you've heard about me.
On the morning of April 19, 1995, a decorated Gulf War combat vet blew up the federal building in Oklahoma City using a truck bomb that he didn't build in a Ryder truck that he didn't rent with the help of a passenger who didn't exist. Having just gotten away with the largest act of terrorism on U.S. soil to date, the Fort Bragg-trained Special Forces Sheep Drip Dropout blended in with the crowd by making his getaway in a car without a license plate and was
Sheep Drip
immediately pulled over. The ATF...
Sheep dipping is where you fucking pull somebody out of their old life.
Yeah.
Out of the military. Like you take someone from military rank, you give them a completely new identity.
Yeah.
And you put them there.
This is almost what kind of happened to me with this show.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
It's very close. It's very close to the same thing.
Yeah, we pulled you out of the military and we're like, you're a podcaster now.
That's kind of the way it went, honestly.
Here's your brown bag of money.
That's closer to the truth than you guys realize. All right, we've talked about this a little bit on the show. There's some truth to all of this stuff. Okay, we're transparent. How many times do I got to keep going back to this stuff? Okay, you should know this by now, you guys. I can't wait to see the shorts on this one. Holy
I just
shit,
hit the
dude.
fuck out of my teeth with this fucking microphone.
Ooh, that happens, dude. I've seen people do that live in concert, and they get very mad about it. So I understand, dude. You know?
Yeah.
We gotta make sure King Tanner's okay, everybody.
Oh, we're good.
All right, we're good. I know this is a tough subject too, so
Big ass teeth, dude.
Same.
Yeah,
I got a big mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on the. That's why I'm on the mic.
That's why you get the big mic.
Oh yeah.
The supposed target of the attack, but luckily all of their agents were out of the office that morning.
You know,
Later
hold on,
that
pause
day,
that again.
the president
Pause
boldly
that.
declared...
I know we're doing things. Go back a couple frames to those ATF agents. I had a thought here, and I maybe share with the audience a little production thing, dude. I know we're just getting the show started and everything, but we're kind of talking about a little bit about branching out with some branding and maybe some merch at some point, some stickers.
Oh.
You know what I was thinking about?
ADC agent?
Maybe a windbreaker, an American
flak
Death
jacket.
Camp. Yeah. Maybe instead of agent, it says border agent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take call back to Carl Garrison from the first episode if you haven't seen it, and you'll understand some of these jokes a little bit.
Dude, and then we do something hot on the sleeve.
Yes.
That would be really cool.
Bohemian Grove, if you're watching, let's do and that would be a nice ticket item too. I think a windbreaker. It's about to be fall. It is fall. It's October. I need a new windbreaker. I'd love to have an ADC windbreaker. Maybe I'll put Stone Fox Detroit on it or something like that. You know?
Oh, dude. Honestly, dude,
Sorry,
a flak jacket as merch got me fucking excited.
Yeah,
that is innovative.
I think that would be very, very interesting. So, Bohemian Grove, we'll check that out. Okay, let's get back to the video and finish this.
The ATF was the supposed target of the attack, but luckily all of their agents were out of the office that morning. Later that day, the president boldly declared,
of course,
we will find the people who did
coincidentally,
and
when we do, justice will be swift, certain, and severe.
Except for
John Doe number 2.
John Doe number 2.
It's interesting. They're all named John Doe. They all have that. One guy does a lot of shit.
According to the FBI, never existed. In McVeigh's unprecedented 3.5-week trial, the prosecution didn't show the CCTV footage of him and John Doe number 2 parking the Ryder truck. Didn't explain why 24 separate witnesses mass hallucinated the existence of John Doe number 2, Didn't explain why the government was testing truck bombs and the Army was storing Ryder trucks at Camp Gruber right before the bombing, and didn't talk to the FBI informants who blew the whistle on the plot. But they did collaborate with the CIA, and they did convict McVeigh as the lone wolf bomber and Terry Nichols as his bomb-constructing accomplice. Still, a bunch of crazy conspiracy theorists, including 300 bombing victims, insist on talking about facts and evidence and refuse to simply believe what they've been told a million times by people in tailored suits with well-coiffed hair.
Kill podcast.
They quote the U.S. Army Brigadier General and the FBI crime lab whistleblower and the inventor of the neutron bomb who point out the physical impossibility that the Ryder truck bomb did the damage to the building, but that doesn't matter.
Well, does he get into the ammonium nitrate gas?
I think a little bit.
Okay, cool.
I think
Then
it's
I have
been
no
a minute since I have to
comment.
watch this, but
That's very interesting.
He might touch on this. So we're all learning a little bit about this.
Because if there were other bombs in the building that day, we would have heard about them.
The second explosive was found and diffused. I think he said another bomb.
The Justice Department is reporting that a second explosive device has been found.
They then found a third device, which was also larger than the first.
And I see another bomb truck going, so apparently they're going to try to get out that third bomb.
The FBI claims to have lost the footage showing McVeigh and John Doe number 2 parking the truck in front of the Murrah building that morning, but
Very
that's understandable
convenient.
because the Bureau has a lot of important evidence to store. Terry Nichols insists the FBI was involved in the plot, but thankfully a judge has saved us the trouble of listening to him by preventing lawyers from deposing him. There was a bomb squad truck parked across the street 2 hours before the blast, but that just shows the authorities were prepared for anything. And
other documents obtained by 2020 show that someone called the Executive Secretariat's office at the Justice Department in Washington and said the Murrah building had been bombed. But this was 24 minutes before the blast.
But that just shows the public was unusually vigilant that morning.
They should have shown
Also-
Sylvia Brown right there.
Apparently, before the bombing, Governor Frank Keating's brother, Mark, had been working on a novel about a terrorist bombing in Oklahoma City. Stranger still. One of the
Interesting.
characters in the novel was named Thomas McVeigh.
But that's probably just a coincidence.
Huh?
McVeigh wrote a letter to his sister where he admitted to being a secret special forces operative, and he complained to friends of the pain in his ass from an army-implanted microchip. But that's crazy, because if he didn't actually leave the army in 1991, there would be proof of that.
There he is.
McVeigh was not executed on May 16th, 2001 as scheduled because
the FBI had failed to turn over thousands of pages of evidence to McVeigh's defense attorneys.
As per usual.
But the execution went ahead on June 11th. In a highly unusual and secret agreement, no autopsy was performed. One witness said he was still breathing, and the prison officials admitted his hearse was a decoy. Then, the case was officially closed. And if you question any part of this story, you are a paranoid wingnut birther, truther, tenther, prepper.
This dude is alive and in, like, I don't know, fucking Malaysia.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, dude. Like, he's got to still be, maybe he's alive like Elvis Presley.
I'd say
Right?
there's a much higher chance that this death was actually faked because, dude, the turnaround, like, he didn't sit on death row for 10 years, did he?
It was a long time. It might have been closer to probably 10 years, maybe.
That's great.
I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong here, everybody. Maybe like 0102, maybe. So it was a while. It was a while, I believe.
Man, so like,
Need some fact checkers out there, everybody.
because that's the thing, man. If he was on death row for less than like 8 years,
Yeah.
that is That is super suspicious.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of appeals. You can
Yes,
file
of course.
a shit ton of appeals. And then it's weird to me, man. Like, I don't know, they probably whacked him. But like, he sounds like an operator. Like, I mean, I'm talking out of my ass.
Oh yeah, well,
but-
that was his claim, was that he was an operator, and he wasn't too happy with everything that the way everything went, and some of the jobs he had, of course, but.
Yeah, it's like, well, if anyone's like, well, the army doesn't do that. I don't know. Watch Apocalypse Now or talk to your uncle.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
The fucking Apocalypse Now. The fucking the mailmen that are being sent to do an errand boy's job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, dude.
it's crazy, man. I didn't realize how many discrepancies there were with that. Like, there's a few things I knew about, but like, here's the other thing.
That's what caught my eye about this. Yeah.
So, Timothy McVeigh, the bombs used were ammonium nitrate fertilizer, which, by the way, 60,000 pounds of just went missing off of a railroad truck last week. No one's found it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, just a missing train.
This is a bad time for that to be happening.
Oh yeah, I hope nothing explodes. Like, oh my, seriously, guys.
No, for real.
Not to. It's just conspiracy candy. It's to
Yeah.
let something like that disappear. But
Yeah, we're not trying to fearmonger everybody.
no.
Okay?
But fucking the Timothy McVeigh stuff's really weird. And
Very weird.
What did it preempt? Like, what sort of? Because like normally, if you were to accuse this of being like an op, there would be some follow through. Like 9/11 was an op for Iraq, so we could benefit from yada yada. So like, what happened after? Like, what war action did we take after a domestic terror assault? I mean, did we have a tightening of like regulations on guns or freedoms, or what happened after?
I think it could have been a little bit of that, maybe because I don't think anything really popped off until '99 with Columbine. You know?
Yeah, fuck.
So
that's interesting, man. Like, what's really weird is like, there's like verifiable false flags the U.S. has done, like the Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah.
But
there's some legit ones out there.
But where we just claim someone else did an action to us and then we go to war with them.
Oh yeah.
I imagine some people in your audience don't know what a false flag is.
They've heard that about they've talked about that about Pearl Harbor too.
Yeah,
About
they had
us going
advanced
to war
knowledge.
with- yes, and they just kind of
just let it happen.
Let some things happen. Maybe this is speculation. Everybody, okay?
Which is, I don't know, man. Like, I've seen sloppy FBI operations go off in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I going on too long?
No, you're going good. In fact, you know what? You mentioned the audience might know false flags. You might be able to run this down a little bit. Why don't you give a good definition of what a false flag is for everybody?
So a false flag is what it sounds like. It is an attack carried out, but you use a false flag. So like the Boston Tea Party. Americans dressed up like Indians and used their flags and clothing, etc., to make it look as if the attack was done by Native Americans. Yeah. So,
it's a part of our history.
Yeah, in modern day, it's like, we say Saudi Arabia is responsible for 9/11. Now we're going to go to war with Iraq.
Yeah.
Or
that
all
makes
terror.
Totally no sense at all, almost, you know?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, we'll show those Iraqis what those Saudis did.
Everybody's so upset in the country. They're like, I don't care what we're doing as long as we're taking action. You know, they get people rallied up to get to that point, basically. Definitely, dude.
Well,
for sure.
So that's the thing about the McVeigh thing is like, if it is an op, what was the goal?
There
were some documents in that building though that were like damning to the Clinton administration.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably a big part of that. Definitely, dude. It's the same with that's what they say about
Trade Center 7,
the Pentagon too.
Yeah,
you know, right into the offices of where they were finding the missing trillions of dollars.
Yeah,
that had been all of a sudden disappeared from the government budget. You know. Figuring out what happened with that, and then everybody in that office died. So, I mean, if that isn't a big coincidence, then I don't know what is. So.
Did you ever see the Odigo scandal from 9/11?
I don't think so.
Can I put this on the wide cam?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to pull this up. Some 9/11 shit. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, there's this this Israeli like chat room company that was like working in the World Trade Center, and it says Odigo says workers were warned of attack. Do you mind if I read this off?
No, go ahead. I'm blind, remember?
Odigo, the instant messaging service, says that 2 of its workers received messages 2 hours before the Twin Towers attack on September 11th.
Oh, I've heard about this. Okay.
Predicting the attack would happen. Like, literally, like it said, planes are coming, yo, leave. And the company has been cooperating with Israeli and American law enforcement. It was an Israeli company, including the FBI, in trying to find the original sender of the message predicting the attack. And this is from Haaretz. This is a pretty reliable, Jewish news service.
I was gonna say there's gonna be people who are like, "Who's your source?"
Yeah,
it's like this isn't Snopes.
Yeah,
okay,
no, Haaretz is a legitimate news organization, and they just, man, I never thought I'd be on Haaretz again, but
here we are.
It's just one of the strangest things. Like,
as we're on Deathcamp overtime. Everybody, if you made it this far into the episode, you're getting treats. You're getting some inside knowledge here.
Oh yeah, my God! Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory that you just like? I got some time, dude. If you want to fucking jam on something.
I mean, that's kind of why I showed the Timothy McVeigh. You know, I've got a soft spot for operators. You know what I mean? And when they get upset about things, I kind of, it makes me want to listen to them and hear them out and stuff. You know, I know there's more going on to the story with everything here. I hear there's a lot of conspiracy with Waco too.
Oh yeah,
which is a precursor to this, which McVeigh was supposely that was one of the catalysts.
Oh, I didn't drop my story.
Yeah. Oh, as well too. Why don't you go ahead? You have a little connection to some of this stuff.
Yeah. So I went to school with some of Timothy McVeigh's relatives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Floyd Stockdale, my dad. I mean, this is some next level kind of stuff, dude. Talk about 1 degree away from greatness.
Yeah, we're getting the red light on the old computer, so this might have to be short, but.
Okay.
it was like the 25th anniversary of like the Oklahoma City bombing, and we're watching CNN Student News with Carl Azus. And
Student News.
Fucking
good stuff, actually, from back in the day.
The fucking video comes on. And they're like, today's the 25th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing, and two of Timothy McVeigh's relatives, they're like blood cousins of his. Like,
wow,
they just happen to be the same
dude.
age. They're like they both put their right fist in the air and go, yeah.
Oh my god,
they're cheering it on. Oof. And then I talked to them
in
about
solidarity with their uncle, right?
Yeah, and I talked to them about it afterwards, and they were like, I mean, they said, this is the words of his family, that he did it for retribution for Ruby Ridge and Waco.
Yes.
So like it could have been that if it was a government op, he was still politically on board with it.
Yeah.
But it would, I don't know, that kind of contradicts some things McVeigh has said. And this is secondhand from his family, and it's like, you want to believe it's his family, but it's like they know as much as we do.
Yeah. The only person who knows is him.
Yeah.
The guy, the main guy. He knows the whole story. You know what I mean? So
he's probably a history professor at Columbia.
Yes,
and
probably some government officials who are retired that probably also know the full story.
Yeah, like you can never retire from the government.
Yeah, you don't technically retire. You know what I mean? You're still on when you're on that pension thing. You're still being paid by them. So basically, you're on the payroll. So that was good, dude. That was really intense. Holy shit. Let's. I think we can cover. Let's cover some of the voicemails.
I have to tell you something, man. The battery is about to die on this laptop.
Guys, we might have to do a cliffhanger here and do it for next week. So
save some voicemails for next week.
Yes. So if you guys have some stuff, you have some comments on here, you're getting upset about some of the subjects on the show, you're more than welcome to give the Deathcamp hotline a call, 773-492-2440. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Join us again next week. We might even do a live episode. Maybe I'll let you guys know. Tune in again next time when we dive in, surf the digital Kali Yuga, looking for a modicum of intelligence and decency. I'm Stone Fox Detroit. This has been King Tanner.
Hi.
All right. We love you guys. All right. Keith David, take it away.
Stone Fox is done for today. Thank you for stopping by. Tune in again next time on American Death Camp. Remember to subscribe and follow the show and other shows on the Kill Podcasters Network.